When we are working on a project in SQL Server, there are many such situations where we have lot of databases, where we have lot of tables to work on. We might work on the procedures, we might work on views, we might work on complex queries, we might work on subqueries. There are many things that we will be working on. Now, for instance, let's consider that you would like to see what are the different tables that we have in our SQL database, or what are the different databases that you have in your SQL Server. So in order to view this, what is the query that we have to write? Hi, I am M. Asif Hussain from Know How Academy. What are we going to learn in this video? We are going to learn and understand how to list all the different databases we have in SQL Server. We are even going to see the list of tables that we have in SQL Server. So by the end of this video, you could able to learn and write a query to show the different databases we have in SQL Server and to list the different tables we have in SQL Server. So watch till the end. My dear viewers, here we have a SQL Server. So here let me show you in the Object Explorer. In the Object Explorer, if you see the databases, there are different databases that we have, starting from AdventureWorks 2019 till Walsan. There are many databases that we have. Okay, so now if you would like to see all these databases in one go, so what we generally do, we generally go with the select command. What do? We use the select command in order to see a table. Okay, so let me consider that if I go to the Object Explorer and if I go to the practice database, and in this database, as we can see that there are multiple tables. Am I right? So let me see the customer table. If I would like to see the customer table, what we generally go and write, we write select star from the customer table. Am I right? So this is what we generally write in order to list the table. In order to list the table, in order to see the table, what table do we have? All right. So this select star from table name is specific in order to fetch or in order to see or in order to show the complete table with every column and every row that we have it in our database, which is practice database. Now the point is that how to show the different databases that we have in our SQL. So in my particular server name, so there are different databases. As we can see that we have AdventureWorks 2019, we have Amazon, we have Employee, we have Know How, we have Practice, we have Pizza Sales, we have University, we have Walzen. So there are different databases that we have in my particular server. So now how to show or how to list all these databases that I have with the database ID. Okay, so for that we have to write a query here. Okay, so select. So what I'm selecting the name, I'm selecting the database ID as well. I am even going to create the data. Okay, so I'm going to create the date from where? From my system databases, system.databases. This we have to write system.databases. Okay, so what I would like to see, I would like to see the database name, database ID, and if there is no date, then I'm going to create the date as well for this one, and I'm going to show it in the output. So as we can see, the create date, when this particular database was created, that I would like to see. That's a create date that I'm just using the column name here. Right. So as we can see that the master database, temporary database, model database, and MSDB, these are the system defined databases. So these are the system defined databases, and the rest of the databases, Walzen, AdventureWorks, Pizza Sales. So these are the databases that we have created. I am the user. I have created these all databases. So the database ID for this one, and when this particular database was created, that is also we can able to see in the output with the date, year, month, and as well as with the time. So let us consider that this particular database, pizza database or practice database that we have, I have created on this particular date and this particular time. Okay, so if you would like to see the list of all the databases that we have it in your SQL Server, then we have to use this system.databases, sys.databases. This is a basic or I could call it as system view that we have it in our SQL Server. So my dear viewers, if you would like to see the table, then we go with select star from table name. But if you would like to see the complete databases name, what are the different databases I have in my SQL Server, then this is the query that we have to write. If you would like to see all the databases by writing a query, but by using an interface, if you would like to see the databases, then it's very obvious that we go to the Object Explorer. Under Object Explorer we have the databases. I will expand the databases, and these are the different databases that we have. And as I told you that we have the master database, model database, temporary database and MSDB. These are all the system defined databases. So where can we find them? We can find them under system databases, as we can see it here. Alright, so we have seen how to list or how to show all the different databases that we have in SQL Server by writing a query and by using an interface as well. Now let me even show you the list of tables. So if you would like to see the list of all the tables, irrespective of the database, a list of all the tables that I have in my SQL Server, so what is the approach that I have to do by writing a query? So for that, there are three system views that we generally have. So let me show it to you here. Select star from, so what I am selecting? I am selecting system objects. What I am selecting? I am selecting system objects. So if I would like to see what are the different objects that I have in my system, as we can see that these are all the different objects I have in my system. The ID of that particular object, okay, the status of the particular object, okay, the base schema of that particular object, and on which particular date it was created, okay, and the reference date. So everything we have it under my particular system objects. So this is a system view. Alright, so if you would like to see the specific X type that if you would like to go upon, okay, as we can see that there are specific X types, okay, so let me show you, okay, the different X types. So for example, let me consider where X type equal to yes. So all the X types related to yes, if I would like to say it, so I am getting it here. So these are all the S types, as you can see every single name is getting started with the yes. So now here, even let me go you and let me tell you some interesting point here. As we can see that there are a lot of X types which are from S, as we have filtered it out with the where condition. Now if you would like to see how many distinct, okay, how many unique X types that we have it, so for that what I can do, we can go with select. I will go with the distinct, I'll go with the distinct function here. Then X type from which particular view? From system view, which is sys.objects. That I'm going to select it here. So if we can see that we have 8 different X types. As you can see, primary key, we have TR, which is trigger, we have unique key. Okay, so there are different X types, which are 8 X types which are getting repeated based upon the columns and based upon the tables that we have created. Okay, so this is one way of showing the system objects that we have it. Now if you would like to even go with the another type of system view, for example, let me go with select star from sys.tables. So different tables that we have it. All right, so let me show it to you. So these are the different tables that we have it. As you can see, the employees table, product sales table, course table, admission table, customer table, what is the object ID, okay, so what is the schema and when it was getting created and when it was modified, okay, every single information we have it, okay, in this particular system view, which is sys.tables. Okay, sys.tables. So now you might feel that all these 17 tables that I am showing it to you here are from practice DB. As you can see it, I'll go to my practice DB. In this practice DB, as you can see that the course table, employee target table, product sales table, student table, Okay, sample table, sample one table, admission table, admissions table. So everything we have it, admission, admissions, SSIS table, sample table, product sales, everything are from a practice DB. So it depends upon the different databases. If you select it, it again gets changed. Okay, so if I would like to show the talent DB, and if I execute it again we are getting the different types of tables that we have it in this particular database. So now I would like to even show some another system view, which is select star from information schema. So this is also another different system view that we have it, which is information schema. Under information schema, I would like to see the tables. I would like to see the table. So that's what I would like to see it in the output. So here we can see that the different table catalogs, table schema, table name, and what is the table type. So if we have any views in this particular schema, then we have the view that is also getting projected in the output. As you can see that there are three different system views that we have seen to list all the tables, and how we have to use it, and if you would like to see the distinct type and how we have to see the distinct XType from the system objects, what are the different tables that we have in the database. So everything we can get it in one single query in SQL Server. So my dear viewers, in this video we have learned how to show the different databases that we have in SQL Server, and we have also learned how to list all the tables that we have in SQL Server using different three system views in SQL. Thank you for choosing Know How Academy as your source for IT knowledge. We are always here to help you to navigate the tech world. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. It's been a pleasure sharing this information with you. Stay curious and keep learning.